PC, bringing you guys another review, little commentary, just chilling. Might be more of like a vlog type thing. I'm gonna do a couple reviews right now. It is Saturday. This video probably won't pop up till Monday. I'm gonna do a little editing. What I got for you though is some vape mail, and I wanted to throw it out to you guys, especially since some of the stuff is new. What we're gonna be talking about is Bombies Kiss the Ring, which I haven't even opened yet, so you're going to get my first review on it. And some Nana Cream, which I have had before, but I know people are wanting to know about different juices and whatnot. These also all just came in from Cloud9. I'll do those with another. I think what I'm going to do is do juices with Addies. So since I have the next Tobe coming up, those will go in the Tobe. This is going to go in the Quasar. So what we're going to be talking about is the Quasar. Right here, I just finished cleaning it. It is a 24 gauge 5 wrap micro coil. I'm pretty much a new VTC5. I think I've used it just to pretty much clean it and take a couple hits off of it. Nothing serious there. And then Nana Cream is in the Magma on a 1.3 coil running at 25 watts. Though this can of clone likes to, I think somebody else posted about this, if you leave it alone without locking it, it'll drop 0.1 on the wattage. So I left it at 25, but when I just turned it back on, it was at 24.9. So chucking the vapor. Alright, so Quasar, here's what we're going to talk about. This is a Fasttech clone. I'm going to do more Fasttech clones because I think a lot of you guys are guys who can't afford super expensive mechs. In order for me to try all this different stuff for you guys, I can't afford it either. So that means I'm going to try Fasttech clones, Infinite clones, other stuff out there. But this guy was purchased off Fasttech for $9. I've had it for about a little under a week now. But I've pretty much gotten the gist of it and had a few different juices and 2 different coil builds in it. What I'm trying to do is pull off the top air control ring, which is very snug. Most mods you get from Fasttech, the O-rings are shit. And actually, this one is super tight. So there's that. So here is your airflow control ring. Right there. Hopefully that's focusing. And what it does is it has 3 slits on it. And that allows you to do both single coil and dual coil, in which I've actually been doing single coil. I'm usually a dual coil user, but this thing gives really good flavor with single coil. Plus, you know, you don't drain your batteries as much. And then what you have is the actual body piece, which is right there. And it has 2 slits for the dual coils. It's a Cyclops like visor. Let's see if I can get that on camera. Hopefully that's coming up. It's got a nice engraving on there. It's pretty solid, no complaints. It's actually really good. The build deck is very small, actually. It's just like the Tobe, where it's actually like a 20mm or a 19mm mod, and then with the top piece, it makes it a 22mm mod. So it's actually pretty small. I saw somebody post a review about this clone that you could fit 22 gauge dual coil through here. Man, you'd really have to shove it through there. This 24 gauge, if you can see it, is pretty tight through there, so I'm not sure about that. And this guy's reading at 0.4, I believe. So we're not super sub-ohming bra, but it's lighting up. This is on a 2.5mm screwdriver, so it's a larger coil, but I do like the larger coils. I feel like I get a little more flavor with contact. Overall, you do have to drip this guy a lot because this build deck is so small. There's not a lot of room for it to soak up a lot of cotton, but running it in single coil kind of makes up for that because you don't have to drip as often because it doesn't go through as much as juice. Pretend that was English. So what I've done is just lifted up the coil quite a bit, and the only complaints I've had about this guy so far is the O-ring on the top here is, God, there's dog hair in this house everywhere. The O-rings are fine up here on the top, but the O-rings here are on the inside, and I'm hoping I can get that on camera. But they are on the inside of the actual body, okay? And what happens is it catches the bottom here, and that's how it sits flush. The issue is I had to take one of the O-rings out. I actually received this and couldn't get it undone from the actual body. I had put it on multiple mods, ripped at it. I thought maybe I was doing it wrong. Maybe it's a screw. I'm just going to town on this thing. Can't figure it out. Going absolutely nuts. Excuse me. This is vodka and iced tea. It's delicious. Yeah, so couldn't figure it out. Didn't know if I was doing something wrong, what was going on. Driving me absolutely nuts, up a wall. So I searched a little bit, and a lot of people else were having problems. So what I did is I took a screwdriver, flathead, put it against that O-ring, because I could get the top off. And then what I did is took a little hammer around the edges, and boom, the bottom popped out. Tried it again, thought maybe, well, juice will loosen it up and whatnot. No. Could not get it off again. Had to take the hammer to it. Said, frick. Fuck, this is YouTube, I'm going to swear. Fuck this O-ring. I'm ripping this shit out. Stick a screwdriver through the O-ring away. The O-rings are not made for this device. Even this one is super, super tight. Thankfully, this thing doesn't sit completely flush on the mod because there's a little lip right there. So what I do is, if I can't get it off, I take a tiny little flathead. I think this is a 1.5 millimeter flathead. Pop it up, and then I can remove it once I loosen it up. That's the Quasar. Again, it looks really sick on this mod. I'm actually going to throw some cotton on it and then show you what it looks like on this mod. This is all completely live. I have not tasted this juice yet, so I'm pretty pumped. If you guys liked my craft vapory video, excuse me, I get really into new juices, so get excited easily. What can I say? I thought I'd make this video before I go sit in my hammock again, because I've done enough goddamn housework today that it's 4 o'clock, beer o'clock somewhere. It's time to chillax. The dog's sleeping because I got her exhausted over there. Throw some cotton through. Pull some cotton through. That's pretty good. Plenty. And I just got these from Menards. Look at these bad boys. Nice little wire cutters. $3. Menards is basically the adult bit of Toys R Us. You can't get much better than that. Snip it. Got a pile of garbage there. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to snip it. Save a little bit of cotton for later. Had that bag of cotton balls for 3 months and it's still like 98% full. Alright, so we're going to try Kiss the Ring, which is described as a custard. It smells like vanilla. I get a little bit of hints of vanilla on it. I've already shaken it up a little bit. And again, this just came in today, so this hasn't been steeped or anything like that. But I think it's going to be awesome. Now, I haven't ordered Bombies in a month. Excuse me, Bombies, I still love you. It's just so many juice companies. I'm a part of a couple different subscription services now. There's only so much juice you can vape. Still love you, Bombies. Promise. Now, this wick's a little long. I'm just going to take the excess and wrap it around the other side. I don't know why. Well, I guess you guys can watch me throw cotton in here. It's definitely long, but I'm not really worried about it, to be honest with you. As long as I get that coil clear underneath. Hopefully this is good juice, and I can leave it in my Quasar, which I will talk about how it vapes once we get this guy going. Super simple build for this Quasar. No problems whatsoever. Just a basic 3-post deck. Took me 5 minutes and I was built on it. You know, it was really good, and this is 2 clones in a row now I've gotten from Fasttech. No grease on the inside. Just a clean mod, which was surprising. And other than the O-rings, same with the Tobe, I have not had a problem with the last 2 Addies. Oh, of course, the strip screw. But when you're paying $8 for something, can you really complain? I mean, Firing, firing, firing. All right, let's juice it up a little bit. Ooh, wow, that smells heavenly. Now, let me say this now. I've never had a custard flavor. Let's get that out of the way first. So, don't yell at me if I don't hit all these notes right. We're going to put that in single coil. Now, what's very cool is once you put the top on, you're just going to take and twist to change your airflow control. Very simple, very easy, very cool. Don't mind my dirty, god damn, every time you guys see me, I have dirty, I was working in the yard, I pulled an entire thing of, entire garbage can full of weeds, so don't mind me. Cyclops visor, you can twist it to adjust for your airflow control. Very cool, love it, very simple. Now I'm going to show you when I pop this on. If I pop this on. Okay. There's the first set. It just hit the O-ring. Now in order to get, make sure it's in front of the coil, I've got a push. Okay. Now, that's what it looks like. Well, actually this backside looks really bad because it's not in all the way. Pop in. There we go. That's what it looks like completely flush mounted. You got that gap. Now, to some people who are OCD, that is going to drive them absolutely nuts. To me, it is what it is. It still looks really good on the Nemesis, the two-tone, so I'm not going to complain. If you haven't noticed, I use my Nemesis for pretty much goddamn everything. I love this thing. I can see the coil through the airflow, so I'm in a good spot there. Now, this thing is super tight, but the good news is, again, if I can't pull it off, I'll pop a screwdriver right there and just pop it off. No big deal. Not the end of the world. Again, wasn't like it was super expensive. Did I wash this drip tip? Do I want to use it without knowing if I washed it? No. Alright. That one's washed. Okay. Alright, here we go. Kiss the ring, Bombies. Cheers. Actually, you know what? Let's take a drink first. I've never had a custard flavor before, so give me a second. I gotta pinpoint the flavors here. That's really good. It's got a vanilla to it, especially the aftertaste. Very strong aftertaste of vanilla. This custard, which God, a lot of people use, I've never had before. It's real thick, real creamy, but not a cream. Like strawberry cream, orange cream, it doesn't taste like that. It's a different texture. Damn, dry hit already? Jesus. Only downside about first light this guy up. Okay. One more hit and I'll give you my flavor profile on this guy. Yeah, just because I can, it's my video. It's interesting. I'm going to let this one steep because I think you're going to get a completely different flavor profile in a week. That it is like a creamy taste. God, this whole goddamn room is misty, cloudy, and everything. Okay, one thing. Good. Very good. Again, Bombies doesn't tell you whether it's 50-50 or not, but I get a real strong throat hit, and I've been vaping all day, so that's a plus. And I vape 12 milligram. Actually, probably drop it down to 6 next month, but I want to vape through all this 12 milligram first. It's exactly what it describes on the website. It is a creamy custard. and the vanilla aftertones on it. Ooh, the puppy wakes. Very good, which brings me to the Quasar. Now this airflow control is pretty wide. It's not as big as a still air, which we'll talk about upcoming in the next week or two. Very, very good flavor. This is probably my flavor go-to. With the recessed cap in it, this thing has the best flavor, I'm going to say it now, of any RDA I've used. I hit up Utopia, which I had dismissed earlier. It was a free sample. I tried it, and it was like peach. Not a big fan of peach. Thank you for the free sample, but wasn't my thing. I threw it in the Quasar because it was the only juice I had until today when everything came in. And I was getting different tastes. I was getting nectarines and then a little bit of a peach. And then I almost tasted a pear maybe in there. And I was like, whoa, all from this Quasar? And I'd done it on the Caterpillar before that, and I'd done it on the Toe before that. It's like, wow. And this thing brings out flavor profiles that I didn't know existed. And people on Reddit were right. This is a flavor machine right here. This thing tastes delicious, absolutely delicious. So flavor, phenomenal. And now, wait till you see the clouds. This single coil, one air hole, wide open. What's the clouds on this? Maybe we'll turn on the light. Hopefully this doesn't kill the glare. We'll put it over there. You can't be in this video. You're already in the last video. No more videos for you. You're not becoming famous. I gotta say, not bad for a dual or a single coil build ever. Phenomenal, and really, really good flavor. 2 thumbs up on the Quasar. 2 thumbs up. Fasttech, $9. You can't beat that. And when all you gotta do is take an O-ring off, no complaints. Honestly, new favorite RDA. If I had one downside to it, small drip well. But to compensate for that, the air holes are all the way up here. You actually can over drip and it won't leak anywhere because these O-rings are so damn tight that it won't affect how much fluid you can get in there, which is awesome. So fill this sucker up. I haven't seen anybody comment on that, but you can definitely fill the crap out of this thing. Beautiful, just beautiful. That's a good flavor. I think we're gonna let that steep, and maybe we'll come back to it in another video. Now the second is everybody's favorite, who loves to get Nana wrecked. It's not my first time trying it, but I'm gonna throw it to you guys. Again, hasn't steeped, throwing it straight out. Nana Cream from Bombies. It's gonna run on the magma at, oh, it stayed at 25 watts. Look at that. 5.8 volts. And I accidentally locked it. Good, nobody saw that. What can you say? I just got Nana wrecked, yo. Yeah. And the best part about it is on a nice dripper like this, when I usually did a K-Fun or a Squape, you can taste the other fruits in it. There is banana, but there's also another fruit flavor in there, and I can't pinpoint it, but you can taste it. This, oh man, I'm getting dizzy. Woo, I'm dripping too much. Hence the reason I'm gonna drop to 6. This guy, you just buy it. Just, here's my money, throw it at the window. Nana Cream, you can't go wrong with it. It's probably the only flavor I've had where I'm like, yeah, need more of that. The probably only second flavor I had that was Solar Flare, and unless you get the flavorings right, it's still not as good. I gotta take one more. Nice mouthful long, and it tastes absolutely delicious. Oh my god, delicious. Alright, so to wrap it up, Kiss the Ring, Nana Cream, phenomenal. Kiss the Ring we'll come back to. I'm interested to see what it tastes like. Bombies to stay steep 1 to 2 weeks. So we'll keep it in this dark little room over here and let it steep. Quasar, 2 thumbs up, man. You guys, Fasttech knocked it out of the park on this one. It looks sick. It hits like a beast. It has awesome airflow, but it's not too dry. I'm actually going to try a dual coil on it soon. I'm going to continue to drink my drink. That's all I got for you guys. Stay tuned. You guys stay sexy. Love you all. That's the booze talking.